understand the storyline. But I really like the movie, I will say. I really like the movie. I love sci-fi though, so I will say, I think, I don't know why I keep saying I will say, but I feel like if you don't like sci-fi, you probably didn't like Dune. I feel like Dune got a lot of hype because it's Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya, and a bunch of people are bitching and moaning about it because they don't like sci-fi. Because, let's be real, any sci-fi series, especially like Dune, which is gonna be a series, you know, it's gonna take a lot of world building and just like, what is it, expedition? Is that the word? No, is that the right word? Exposition in the first movie, you know, like they're introducing a whole new universe that you don't know shit about, so like, yeah, it's not gonna be the most action-packed, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just feel like, you know, the normies don't get the sci-fi vibes, bro. Like, they don't know. They just expected there to be shooting and fighting, which I'm glad there was. Honestly, why did people say that it was boring? Because I did not think that it was boring. Like, if you're saying there wasn't enough action, if you're saying that there wasn't enough action, then you have Marvel brain rot, to be honest. Because there was plenty of action, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure the movie starts off with them like being fucking attacked and shit. Like, there was action. Like, I'm so confused. That's the one thing I don't understand why people were saying this for. I didn't think it was I had to bookmark the glossary for Dune. Names out the wazoo. Dune? Dune was also the way that they were naming the characters. Like, they have this whole sci-fi universe, like planets, sci-fi, wow. And then they name the main character Paul. Like, be fucking for real right now. Be fucking for real. How we're gonna create a whole fantastical sci-fi universe and make the main character's name Paul? Like, come on. No, yeah, Atreides is a badass last name. No, I agree, but like, why couldn't they give him a badass first name as well? And then his mom's name was Jessica. At least the dad's name was like Leto or whatever, so that was like decent. But like, I was like, bro, Paul, be fucking for real right now. Be fucking for real. All I gotta say is, like, if there's any sci-fi authors in chat, give your characters sci-fi names, alright? I don't want to see no Billies, I don't want to see no Bobs, I don't want to see no Sarahs. Like, come on now. I feel like the worms didn't get enough screen time. What do you mean? I mean, they live like underground. I don't really feel like they were the main part of that right then. They'll probably play a bigger part into the later parts. And Paul, yeah, no, that's what bothered me too, was that like there was a mixture. Like, some people had like crazy, you know, sci-fi-ish names, and then some motherfuckers were Paul and Jessica and like bland ass names, and I was just like, at least be consistent with it as well. You know what I mean? At least be consistent with it as well. Rickabob, is that a real name? Literally. At the same time, when you put more money into a project, you get a better result. What, for like movies? Yeah, that's fair. I just think that a lot of people, I don't know, I guess I honestly don't know why people were calling Dune boring. Like, I just didn't think it was. I just think anyone that, you know, like called Dune, like, you can like say, you can have criticisms about the movie, but like, to say that it was boring, I feel like just shows that you probably like don't like watching sci-fi movies. Because a big part of sci-fi and fantasy, and like, that's why these are my favorite genres, is because a big part of these genres is the world building aspect. Like, they gotta set up the whole universe for shit to go down. So usually like the first movie, they're just like introducing a lot of stuff about how the world works, even like Harry Potter or like anything like that, you know? And I will say, I do think that the best series, like, you learn about the world more and more as you keep watching. They don't just kind of info dump on you on like the first movie or whatever, and then, you know? So I think anime is actually really good at that. Like, Attack on Titan, it's like, it keeps getting like more and more complicated. Like, every season, you think you understand the world, and then shit goes down the next season, you know what I mean? So I think that that's like the best way to do world building, is to like, you keep discovering more about it, rather than like setting up the whole world and IDK, all the June lore was that to represent power with old world names? I don't think so. I mean, Paul's like